Hello everyone and welcome in a new video. In this video we are going to explore a different design thinking method, which is a reversed brainstorming. The problem when we are working into a team as a designers and we work together, sometimes we work together again in different projects again and again and again, what happens is that we stuck in ideas. We don't know what to do in those ideas. We are having a problem with like when we explore different type of like solutions or creating a design for a project and so on, or a website or a mobile application or whatever the project we are creating working on. We need to solve a specific problem, but we can't solve this problem because we stuck into our ideas. Sometimes we go into the same loop again and again. However, in order to solve this issue, there is a number of useful tools that we can jump into our pocket, which is like the serious play, Lego serious play, or like a different type of brainstorming. And one of these brainstorming is the reversed brainstorming. So the reversed brainstorming as a method is mainly focusing into reversing how we think about a solution. So when we, instead of like thinking how to reach a solution for a design challenge, we tend to how to make this design challenge worse, or how to increase the problem with this design challenge, with the idea of putting in mind that when I use the word problem and solution is basically because we have our similar interpretation to what does it mean. However, in the idea of design thinking, both the solution and the problem blends together. So that find the solution is actually the problem and the problem is the solution. They all blend together into the design thinking arena. So when we think about those solutions, we try to think those about reversed brainstorming. Instead of just thinking and creating a solution, we move forward through a number of steps in order to create a problem. So again, the idea of mind mapping or brainstorming or design thinking, the whole creative and critical thinking is around like not around steps but around like stages or events that goes from one event to lead to another. However, it never been a linear stage. So in this practice we are going to go through a number of steps in order to see how we can apply the reversed brainstorming, what each stage mean, and how this reflect into realistic practice. Okay, let's go. So reversed brainstorming provides us with an unusual thinking method to reach solutions that ordinary thinking methods don't achieve. And it goes not through a number of steps actually. So as you move from one step to another, you go through clarity. So the first step usually is to define the problem. Having a clear definition of a problem helps us to be able to see the problem in a realistic way, in a way that can actually leads to an accurate solution or more realistic solution. Of course, there is sometimes in the way when we solve the problem, we can stuck in the middle, or we can actually have like lose the way. Sometimes companies lose the way. However, in order to the first step is to have a clear idea about this problem, clear definition about this problem, and most importantly, having this clear definition interpreted properly along all the team members. For example, if we have a problem that our website user is not interacting enough with the website content. So we have a clear sentence to define this problem. Make sure that everyone is having a clear interpretation and unified interpretation for this statement. Then in step number 2, we reverse the problem. So basically instead of just trying to make the solution is like making the user interact better with our website, we actually try to make the user to drive the user away from the website, making their experience more horrible, or more their interaction with website is more painful than it is. So it is the same sentence. It's another one sentence, and this another sentence is actually aims to the opposite direction of what we need to actually achieve. So achieving, like having, in this case, we actually trying to drive users away from the website. We try to make the user experience more worse than ever, and interaction is in a lower level. Then we move into the step of actually creating the outcome of these of two sentences. So the team thinks in a method that can actually drive the user away from the website. So we have the sentence to target to make the user experience more a horrible one. Then we can actually have into try to think about different direction toward that, such as like making the complex navigation, disrupting colors, hard to read fonts, like slower servers, large files that's hard to load, and similar thing. This obviously changes based on the problem you are defining. It is just an example to see how this can actually the user experience may become a bit more like a horrible one. The fourth step is again to reverse. So after identifying the worst cases, the worst user experience or the problem, and the worst cases of the problem, as we try to find out those worst cases, we actually explored in the same time in our cognitive mind how we can actually these worst cases can be open other doors to solutions. So in this case, we try to flip our mind thinking again in order to see how is the opposite direction of these worst cases. So if we try to make the websites more worse, like very bad navigation, then can be like our thoughts can turn up to be like creating easy navigation, or having like a better color theme, or like a better hosting service, or like maybe content user that is proper content that user can view properly. So as we do that, we intended up to just flip our thoughts from step number 2. So we reach, and until we reach this point, we have some clarity about the solution, what the solution could be. And in the fifth step, we evaluate those results, and we can try to identify the missing elements, our thoughts, and so on, that can actually lead to the solution. Again, through this journey, we can find out different thoughts as we bubbled up as we try to think about the solution, and we try to find out the problem or to find out the solution. It expands our mindset from the normal ordinary way that we stuck in at the beginning into a different methodology to think and explore as we move forward to find our design solution. So this was a brief about the reversed brainstorming. I hope you enjoyed the reversed brainstorming. Subscribe to the channel and visit the website for more design thinking tools. Thank you.